Hey, I'm catching the live update from John Lamb. He's down at the courthouse today. Defense is beginning to put on their case and they're being stonewalled. It's a great update, but what I noticed is that as soon as this started, the clouds rolled in and I started to hear some thunder outside. Now, I am one to say that God always has the final say, and I am just curious, the message, I want to go outside and show you guys this. Now, last week was extremely windy here. But what's amazing is, check this out, guys. Do you see how shiny blue it is over there? But look what's rolling in over here. I mean, is this not amazing? Look at how blue the skies are here. Right here. And then just directly behind me, I could feel the cool air coming down. We are going to have a massive storm. Massive. Do you guys see that? Oh, whoa. Now the lightning, I gotta get undercover. Here in Vegas, the lightning can be ferocious. So I don't want to get hit with any. We are moving, closing on the house tomorrow. We'll begin moving. So I want to be alive to be able to enjoy the new house. But look at that cloud, guys. Can you see that? See if I can zoom in on it a little bit. I mean, is that not crazy? But I just thought this so amazing because the Patriots are on a break, and just as John began to give his update, these massive clouds come rolling in. The blue skies are over in the distance, but this is what's headed towards the courthouse, guys. They're gonna be in first prize, huh? So let's go back in and see if we can see how the weather is there while John's giving an update. But all of these clouds are headed towards the courthouse. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, and I'm gonna get in the house. Okay, I'm back in the house, and it looks like to me the live video is ended, so I'm gonna go to the home page and see. I'll record it for you guys. I'll put it up on YouTube for everyone. Some pictures. Greg has put out some pictures of everybody down there. Okay, guys, I'll upload the update for you and put it on YouTube.
Just through lunch, and we've just got a few minutes to give you a quick update. But as of yet this morning, we have had no witnesses absolutely at all for the defense. We've been in motions and arguments all morning. The jurors have been in a back room and haven't been permitted to come in and listen to anything that we've had to say. We know that 2 of our main witnesses have been denied this morning before we even had 1 witness on the stand. So we haven't even had a single witness on the stand yet, and they're already wanting to proper witnesses before they get on the stand. They're excluding witnesses, denying them to be on the stand to testify. Margaret Houston has been a big part of this whole case, and she is totally denied to testify, and they've known the whole time that she was going to testify. She has been excluded and is not allowed to testify, and also Corey Houston, a relative of hers that's from out there by Mesquite also, is being denied to testify. We are not allowed to talk about anything about the cows or the dead cows. It has nothing to do with it. Anything to do with the arrest of Dave Bundy. Dan Love's being denied for us to bring him in to testify.
Anything outside of the wash.
Anything outside of the wash area. Today we're finding out we're being denied any of this testimony except for the day of the 12th inside the wash area or on the bridge. We're seeing government tyranny at its largest today, more than any time in any of these past trials, and it's totally absurd and totally wrong what they're doing. So again, it's almost 1 o'clock. We have not got a single witness to testify on the stand in front of the jurors. The jurors have not come in. We're hoping the jurors come in here shortly after lunch. I'll let Andrea tell you a few things that she's got on the notes today, and we'll keep filling in some stuff. Go ahead.
Okay, so we went in and they had the 29A motions. A lot of the motions were that there's zero evidence, especially for the conspiracy, that some of these folks had any part of it. 3 of them drove the truck to the protest and back. So there was no discussion of what was going on or going to happen. There was no evidence that they were part of a militia, radio evidence, that they had radio communication between the 2 of them. And then they just went to the wash to watch the cows come home. The assault reads, the jury instructions read, the element says they have to be aware they were being assaulted, and that the agents already had fear prior to them arriving, so that one should have been dropped. And then the extortion. The order was about the cattle roundup. So when they put that out, that the impound and the order was already over, how can they extort something that's already over? The judge goes in to say that the sheriff said Gold Butte will be open, but not that it was open currently. She also said the 924, there was some arguments about the 924Cs and how there's 3 of them and there should only be 1. They argued that they should all be dropped, but if they weren't, that only 1 should be dropped because you can't have multiple 924Cs based on the same action. And she argued that one, you do not need to point a weapon for it to be an assault on an officer. Merely having a weapon that an officer can see is assaulting an officer. And then they quoted U.S. versus Castaneda, there can be multiple charges based on the same evidence. She also said, if you have a gun and go into a bank and give me the money, that statement is not protected by the First Amendment, and the gun is not protected by the Second. The same thing here, where the mob has guns going down to intimidate the officers and yells, "Give us the cows back," and that's the same thing to her. She also said, if you're a conspirator, even if your part is small, you are still responsible for the actions of everyone and the entire actions of the conspiracy. Stating, if you're in a bank robbery, the getaway driver is still charged with the actions of the other individuals inside the bank. This is a general intent crime, and the defense does not need to have intended harm. We go into Dan Love and the motion to compel Dan Love to testify. And she says that there's no need to have Dan Love come in. Other people have already testified to it. She said she's not going to go into the sheriff if the sheriff has authority to release government property, because that was one of their arguments. She also said non-relevant things like beliefs in if the court order was legal, religious beliefs and political beliefs are not going to be allowed. If the witness needs to talk to if they need lawyers. So any witness we're bringing is going to have to be talked to by the judge first and given a lawyer before they're able to testify.
Unindicted co-conspirators.
Jackson got up and said if the government is threatening the witnesses with charges if they testify, this is grounds for dismissal. That was also denied, and the CJO office needs to be here so that they can call witnesses, and that's all I've got right now.
So we're seeing witness intimidation big here. I want to make that point very plain out here to everyone. Every single witness that the defendants want to bring at this point has to have an attorney before they can testify, and they're being threatened with prosecution. The government says this is still an ongoing case. and they cannot talk about it, who's under investigation and what they're doing. But they are wanting to make sure that every witness is propered, has got an attorney, and the government wants to make them understand that they could be prosecuted yet in this case, and they're being threatened with that. The government also is calling the witnesses lay witnesses. They're not professional witnesses. They says we have lay witnesses running around that don't know anything and that are just seeing stuff wherever they're at the protest or at the wash. They're lay witnesses and they are not qualified to testify in this case. We had all these professional government witnesses, hundreds of them, dozens of them, all FBI, BLM, government officials that have testified in this trial the whole time. And they're considered professional witnesses. Some of them wasn't even there. They just looked at all these Facebook posts and they're still considered professionals at what they've done. The lay witnesses are not professional and there need to be propered or possibly an attorney before they can testify. Jury nullification was brought up several times today by the prosecutor and the judge both. And they said that we don't want to risk the jurors with jury nullification. We can't risk the jurors to hear some of this stuff that the defense witnesses may have to say because jury nullification may be brought in. The prosecutors and the judge understand this very clearly, and they keep bringing this up and say it's irrelevant, and they want to make sure that jury nullification is not at all a part of this trial. One of the things we keep being told that we can't have any emotions, outbursts, we can't, no expressions, no, this is told to us every single day in this court. And I'm going to reference the prosecutors today as the Four Stooges. These Four Stooges over there, their body language, they're shaking their head. We're not allowed to do none of this. They're over there trying to give orders to the judge, shaking their head, yes and no at different things that deny or this and that, when the judge is supposed to make these decisions up on her own without them trying to give it to her. All four of these Four Stooges are over there to the side, shaking their head, non-stop, giving all kinds of body language before the judge even gets a chance to make these motions. And they're not reprimanded, they're not told anything. But if we have any body language, we make any smiles or remarks or shake our head, we're reprimanded or even removed from the courtroom. One of the other things the government's saying that these witnesses can't talk about things is that about how the government or the BLM showed force. They said there's no evidence that the BLM showed force, and there's no argument against that we can't bring any argument or witnesses in showing that the government showed force, such as Margaret Houston's testimony. The jurors would be tainted, and that could be signs of jury nullification to give to them, and they don't want her testimony. So that's one reason she's been denied to testify. These are some of the things that I've got for you. We're going to have to rush here just quickly, but Doug Knowles has something to say here about Gary Hunt. We want to bring him in, and we're going to have you a more update. Did you want to do that, Doug?
Sure, that's fine.
Yes.
I've been speaking to Gary. I spoke to him again this morning. He's in good.
Okay, guys. I had to get this on video so you could see. Check out the rain.
It's sunny, then I took a shower, then bam, it's raining.
Yeah, look at the rain rolling. It's rolling down the street already, guys. Wind's picked up. It's headed down to the courthouse. This storm is. It's gonna pass us, and then it'll go downtown. Look at it. Now, as far as I know, we weren't even expecting rain today.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, check out the weather, Sarah, and see if we were expecting rain.
Recording?
Okay. The Weather Channel. Look at that. It's coming down pretty good. We got some thunder and lightning, if you guys can hear it.
There's lightning?
Oh, yeah. I got some video of it earlier.
Oh my god, I saw it!
Yeah, they're gonna be hit with this downtown, guys. And to me, this is just like I just want to believe that this is God letting us know that everything that happened down at the courthouse this morning, it's all being washed away. It's not going to mean anything. And this is the start of the new. The storm is here.
Okay.
God is cleansing the city. And starting new downtown. This is what I think is happening. This storm is coming in pretty fast.
By the way, Mom, make sure you don't get any addresses on there.
Storm is coming in pretty fast, guys. And headed downtown. Praise God. Okay guys, there's a nice breeze out here now, and I wanted to show you that nice sunny skies, nice blue sunny skies. That big black wall cloud is now gone. You can hear sirens down there now in the background. That storm has headed downtown to the courthouse. But look, there's not even any sign that it even rained here. Isn't that amazing? The concrete is dry, and there's a nice cool breeze out here. But that storm is now downtown, or past downtown, it looks like. And I just wanted to show you guys. There was just a quick storm that came through here, pretty ferocious, and has moved on. So, okay guys, I'll hope you enjoyed the update. I'll talk to you later.